Hi and welcome to Surrey TV. I'm Ben Wells.
And I'm Kirsty Nichol.
And we're here at the Packhouse in Runfold. Now, to be honest, Kirsty, I've never been here.
Neither have I, but judging by the outside, we are in for a real treat.
Right, well, let's go in and have a look, see what they've done. The 2014 Leatherhead and District Business Awards, now in their 5th year, have extended the nomination deadline to the end of the business day today, the 3rd of October. If you're watching this on Friday morning, then please visit leatherheadawards.com to nominate a business that you feel deserves recognition.
These awards really do make a difference to companies that are doing what they can to grow their businesses, add to their team numbers and make life a little bit better for everyone in the region. The award ceremony will take place on the 12th of November at St John's School in Leatherhead. We'll report on the winners, but now is the time to make your nominations. Which businesses in the region have impressed you this year? It takes minutes to nominate, but the difference it will make to your nomination will last for years. That website again, leatherheadawards.com, for businesses in the Leatherhead region of the county.
The Minister of State for Transport, Baroness Kramer, formally launched travel cards on Southern's smart card, The Key. In another industry first, Southern train passengers can now travel in the capital with the arrival of travel cards on its very own smart card. Chantal met with Riz Waheed, head of retail at Southern Rail, when we were at Gatwick Airport a few weeks ago for our 50th episode.
So I'm now here with Riz Waheed, head of retail for Southern. So hi Riz, congratulations about the award. Can you tell me a little bit about the Key?
Absolutely. So the Key is just a brand new product for us, which puts paper tickets onto plastic. And we just wanted to try and give the customers something new that actually meets all their demands.
Wonderful. So it's a really innovative new idea, and it seems really efficient and easy to use. How do we get hold of one of these?
Basically, you just visit southernrail.com and you can register for your free card. And once you get your free card, you can either buy online or buy it at a self-service ticket machine, load it up with a product, touch the gate, and away you go.
And you must have lots of plans coming up for the future. What should we expect for this?
Absolutely. So soon we've got travel cards coming out in the London area, so that's great for us. That'll work all over London. We've got pay-as-you-go in the Gatwick and Brighton areas, which is an industry first for us as well. And we've also launched a demand managed season. So basically that gives part-time workers a season ticket that they can travel when they want to and also earn cash back as well.
Wonderful. So it'd be a really efficient, organised way of travelling, I suppose.
So.
Well, thank you so much for coming to see us today.
Okay, thank you.
A new sporting activity is spreading across the county, walking basketball. Originally intended for the over 50s as a way to help maintain health, fitness and well-being for players, the sport has been embraced by all ages as an alternative to the mainstream version of the game. Walking basketball is a great introduction to the control needed to play basketball. As the new sport opens across the county, it's proving to be a very social game as well.
With sessions in Aldershot, Ash, Camberley, Redhill, Hawley, Woking, Farnham, Dorking and Guildford, new sessions are being added every month. Be they private or corporate teams playing, it's proving to be a very popular activity indeed. Visit walkingbasketball.org to find out more and to get advice about creating your own team to become part of these events.
If you're planning a wedding in the coming months or know someone that is, you may like to know that a new venue has just been licensed in Surrey, and this one is special, especially for fans of period drama. The courtroom that was used in Series 2 of ITV's Downton Abbey can now be booked for your special day. Surrey County Council has announced that a licence to conduct weddings in the Victorian courtroom inside the local authority's Kingston upon Thames headquarters has now been granted. To inquire about weddings and book a place on the open day on the 2nd of November, contact the County Council's commercial team on 0208 541 9304 or email functions@surreycc.gov.uk.
Saturday the 27th of September, Watts Gallery's director Perdita Hunt swam the Solent. Now this wasn't a random act, but it was a challenge taken on to raise much needed funds for the gallery that is home to one of the finest collections of paintings by the Victorian painter and sculptor George Frederick Watts. The Watts Gallery in Compton is a must visit if you have a love for fine art and tranquility. With so many pieces of the artist's work on display, as well as the unique masterpiece of the Watts Chapel created by the designer Mary Seton Watts, a visit to the gallery complex is a feast for the eyes.
It's also a very peaceful place to while away a few hours of the day. Visit wattsgallery.org.uk to find out more about this wonderful location in Surrey, and click on the donate picture on the right-hand side of the screen to support Perdita's achievement of swimming across one of the world's busiest sea lanes. Every penny counts and will go towards preserving this treasure of a venue for generations to come. Based flavour tastings and events have released new dates for their wonderful cheese and port tasting sessions. As the festive season approaches and sales of these two indulgences increase, the events are a wonderful way to gain a deeper knowledge of the pleasure that can be found in cheese and port. The events are a fun, relaxed and entertaining way to learn more about the pleasure of this eating experience.
Cheese and port has historically been a great way to end a meal and relax the soul for the evening. Flavour tastings and events sessions explain why this has been the case. With so many of their attendees rebooking events for friends and colleagues, it's not only educational, but an extremely sociable event. You can find out more by visiting flavourtastings.co.uk and make your booking for a personal or corporate tasting. You may never buy normal cheese again.
The Cathedral Appeal was delighted to announce last week that they have now reached their first phase goal of £1.3 million. This achievement will enable an application for a multi-million-pound grant to be submitted to the Heritage Lottery Fund next month. With much work needed to save the iconic building on the Surrey landscape, the Make Your Mark campaign continues. The generosity of those that have been involved in the campaign so far will help save Guildford Cathedral.
And like the brick builders in the 1950s, everyone that has contributed to the appeal is now part of the story of the People's Cathedral. The Dean of Guildford, the very Reverend Diana Gwilliams, said, "It's a wonderful achievement and we're so grateful to the many individuals, families and organisations that have supported us through the Make Your Mark campaign." You can find out more about the campaign, the givers and the events coming up at guildfordcathedral.org.
Another event in its fifth successful year is the Kelly's Charity Riverside Run. Set in the Riverside Park in Guildford on the 12th of October, the routes take runners and walkers through the fields and meadows before a beautiful picturesque section alongside the Riverway. This year they have added a new 10k route alongside the 5k challenge. There'll also be a free children's 1.1 kilometre event on the day. That event is on Sunday the 12th of October. Go to kellystore.org to register your place in the 5th annual Kelly's Charity Riverside Run and Walk.
A treat for fans of 70s and 80s rock bands will be held at the Farnham Maltings next Friday. That's the 10th of October, when John Lee's Barclay James Harvest play at the Arts Centre. John Lee's decided to continue the band's legacy after the sad passing of Woolley Wolstenholme in 2010. With so many hits to play, this will be a real treat for fans of the era. There'll be new tracks to hear as well as the classics that established the band as a major part of the rock scene of the time. Tickets can be booked at farnhammaltings.com, click on the What's On tab and go to October the 10th for tickets.
Surrey Hills Wood Fair is taking place this weekend at Berkeley House near Bramley. This festival, celebrating all things to do with wood, is a popular weekend with all ages. There'll be craft stands, horse-drawn wagon rides, lots of demonstrations of what can be done with wood, as well as produce stands, a beer tent and tree climbing that will include a zip wire experience.
This is a great event and a real celebration of wood. More information can be found at surreyhillswoodfair.co.uk. And I've been joined by Alison, who's the owner of the Packhouse. Alison, thank you so much for letting us into this treasure trove of a place.
You're very welcome.
Now, I have to be honest, I've not been to the Packhouse before, so for people who haven't been here, what is the Packhouse?
The Packhouse is a 400-year-old hop kiln, and within we sell anything for your home, vintage style, antiques, any interior products, it's all here.
And it's a real hustle and bustle downstairs in the cafe. You have restaurant, as I said, a cafe, so people can come up and have a coffee and something to eat as well.
They can. It's a complete afternoon out or a complete day out. You can even go downstairs and have your hair done or go to get some treatment in the beauty salon.
Wow. And you don't just have a shop, a cafe, you have events going on as well. What can you tell us is coming up?
We do. On the 13th of November, we're having our winter launch event. We're launching our new brand, our new look. We've had a refurb downstairs. So it's going to be a nice evening, and if you want to be invited, you have to sign up to the newsletter online. We've got champagne and canopies, sneak preview, and all the Christmas goodies coming in. So it'll be a really pleasant evening. And the refurb looks amazing downstairs, and there's something up in Christmas you've got in December? Yeah, the 4th of December, we're having our Christmas market. So we've got lots of craft and food stalls, mulled wine, the mince pies, carol singing. Very festive evening. Fantastic. We really look forward to it. Alison, thank you for joining us here. Thank you.
We've had a brilliant day here at the Packhouse in Runfold. So many eclectic things to see.
It really has been a wonderful day, and if you get the chance to visit, don't forget to mention SurreyTV. But for now, it's time for us to relax. Well-deserved coffee, I think.
We'll see you next week. Have fun and enjoy the county.
If you're planning a wedding in the coming months or know someone that is, you may like to know that a new venue has just been licensed in Surrey. Sorry, I didn't know there was another step. 1 second.